L1 the philosopher here. Blank. This one is special. Let's have a conversation. What makes something great? What makes something special? What makes something one in a generation? We're here to talk about Attack on Titan. Does it have a chance to be the greatest anime of all time? When something is called the greatest, it's special. It's a masterpiece. A lot of animes never really got this praise. You need a certain formula. Things have to happen at one time. Perfect storm. There's some animes that's done this. The question is, what does Attack on Titan need to do? Or is it already there? Is it the greatest anime ever? Welcome to It's That Deep. I don't know what to say. So I always just say, let's start. Again, this is a conversation piece. I've been talking to some friends, walking around the city, asking random people. So I'm asking you, what does Attack on Titan need to do to be considered the GOAT? I say you need a certain formula. A lot of things need to happen for you to even be considered. And I think that perfect storm happened. First, you need to have unique animation when it comes to your temporaries, your peers. When it came out, nothing looked quite like it. Even when they switched studios, it still looked unique and good. You need to have unique music that's dedicated to that show. When we hear it, we think of the show. Their score is damn near perfect. You need to have a character, a main character base your story around. Now, at first, we've seen this like, this kind of a typical character. The story plots around him is crazy. We never seen it. But the character itself, how he's reacting to these things, feels very shonen-like. But what happens season after season? The main character starts to change. Eren becomes different. This what puts it in the conversation. The cast, everybody around him, we need that. Like the Dragon Ball Z's had before and the Naruto's had before. Is it the GOAT? Does it have a legit argument? Or everybody is just drinking the Kool-Aid of what's currently happening in this anime world? Now, when I'm filming this, they only did part 2 of season 4. Part 3 didn't come out yet. Hopefully the final part. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't appreciate the Harry Potter swag. You trying to hit me with the part 1 and part 2. Well, you add the part 3 on, I gotta talk to somebody. Like, y'all disrespectful, all right? But I was thinking, does Attack on Titan, it's really relying on sticking the landing? That's what I hear all over. Is it going to stick the landing? It doesn't matter if it doesn't do that. I mean, it has to be the GOAT if it has the perfect ending. But I will ask you, yes, you, what anime has the perfect ending? What anime has a good ending? I mean, my personal favorite duo of all time, but you know, you say that for a different video. But it doesn't need to stick the landing, in my opinion. Like I said before, you need the characters and the main character and a story plot and twists and turns. And this does this better than anybody else of the generation that came out. Honestly, I think it's too unique. It's too special. I'm kind of jealous. If this was like your first anime, man, I just want to snuff you. Like, I just want to be, oh, you lucky mother. I mean, my first anime, it was still fire. I'm old. I'm an old man, so it was Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. I ain't gonna take that back. That was a good time too. I'm just saying, y'all having a good time too. The people who would start watching anime when Attack on Titan came out and went through that medium to end up finding the My Heroes later, years later, and finding definitely Demon Slayer that has an argument itself. What can they do? But back to Attack on Titan. This is what they can do. For Attack on Titan to be the GOAT, only thing it has to do is end the story and don't make a continuation. That's it. Matter of fact, I'll keep it honest. It can make a movie. I don't want it to, but it can make a movie. You can show some special things. But the ending doesn't have to be special. It just has to have a legit ending. Because we've seen twists and turns from Attack on Titan that a lot of animes can't pull off. The reason why Attack on Titan is going to go down as the GOAT, or at least has one of the strongest arguments, because probably only 5 anime that truly have an argument. It will be one of them 5. It will make it, because this show changes when you rewatch it. A lot of shows don't have that. A lot of movies don't have that. You see things different when you know what happened and how we got here. Because it's perfectly in the beginning, they don't tell you anything. You don't know. There's people in the background you'd have noticed. Again, there's only one other anime I feel like had these elements, and that was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. But even people who love Fullmetal Alchemist gotta admit, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood didn't break the internet. This is a unique story from a studio who hasn't had anything this big, who started it off, switched off later. And for it to shake up the anime world the way it did, for it to make you look at anime a little different, for it not to have any really major influence from the animes before. We look at it, you really can't compare it to other things. It feels like it's its own thing, its own brainchild. This is too unique, too special, and it needs to be treated as such. I think Attack on Titan is already in the top 5 argument. And if you're in the top 5 argument, that means you're in a GOAT argument. So again, I'm saying it's there. I just want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Can or what does Attack on Titan have to do to be considered a GOAT? And I don't know if you heard my answer because it was a lot of rambling. I apologize. I just want to talk to the people. But my answer is really nothing. It just has to just finish the story. It doesn't even have to be a beautiful ending. It doesn't have to make everything make sense and all that. It has done so much already that is going to go down as one of the GOATs. I have seen Dragon Ball Z end their show and restarted 20 years later and gave me, I don't know what they gave me. That wasn't cool what they did. The story just went out the window. They were just doing things for fan service, for people to get hype and just creating powers just for power's sake. It lost its way. I don't think that's going to happen with Attack on Titan. I think it's going to do what Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood did, just on a bigger scale, because the world is watching. Not part of the world. It feels like the world is watching. This is the anime version of Game of Thrones to me. Now again, Game of Thrones did drop the ball, so I give y'all that. The last season. So maybe I take that back. All right, they can't. All right. They can't drop the ball and it's going to be the goal. They can't drop the ball. All right, they can't. But it don't got to be the half-court shot, though. Like, it's not 2 seconds left and they got to hit you with the... They ain't got to do that. They don't got to go through the lane, cross 5 people, bam, do all that in one stuff. They don't got to do that. No more trickery. They got the ball in their hand. They up by 1. With 3 seconds left on the clock. They just have to make the inbound pass and hold the ball. Maybe get fouled and just make their 3 throws, and the game is over. I am L1 of Philosophy. link. Please show love to the channel. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it down if you don't even like it. I would say subscribe. I would say comment. I would say join the community. Let's talk. Let's break down things a little deeper. It is always that deep here. I've been talking too much. I catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.